What's up, everybody? Jordan Lee here. I've received a ton of requests to do something like this. Now, I've never done a tutorial video before, so we're just going to kind of one-take it. I might stumble up a couple times with the words, but hey, we're going to get it done. We're going to teach you guys how to install Grider on your iPhone or Apple iPad by jailbreaking it on any iOS from 11.0 to 14.3. Whatever you have in between that, this is going to work on any device. So let's get started. You're going to go to your internet browser, and I have 3 tabs I have open. So the first one we're going to go to is altstore, altstore.io. I'm going to go to the frequently asked questions and just kind of walk you through quickly what we have to do before we install altserver. So we have to download the latest version of iTunes and iCloud directly from Apple and not the Microsoft Store. So I go over to iTunes, I search iTunes, I click it. Up here it shows right away Microsoft Store. Not going to happen. So go down looking for other versions, click on Windows, download and install for Windows 64-bit or Windows 32-bit depending on what you have installed as your operating system. After that's done, we're going to go search iCloud, download Windows, and click on the very first one. Once again, it's going to tell us to download the Microsoft Store version. Nope. Scroll down on Windows 7 and 8, you can download iCloud. This should work for Windows 10 as well. So you click on it, save it. If it doesn't open up a save box, you can right click and then save the link content as well. So once you install iCloud, I believe it will ask you to restart your computer, so do that at that time. Then when you come back, we're going to go back to altstore.io. It'll bring you to the home, and we're going to click download Windows Beta. You see it download there. I'm going to open it, right click on it, extract all, extract. Once you've done that, you're going to double click on setup. And because I already have it installed, it's going to ask me to repair or remove it. You're going to install it. So once you've installed it, we're going to go back. And we're going to plug in our device right away, if it's not already plugged in. We're going to run altserver. There it is, altserver. We're going to click on it. While my device is rebooting, we're going to open up iTunes because we have to enable Wi-Fi sync. So once your phone loads in, which I have to do right quick. Alright. Now it's going to ask you to update your software. Never do this, otherwise your jailbreak will be lost for a long time. So click cancel. Click cancel. Now up here, it's going to show you your device, so we click on that. I'm going to choose my phone. And right here where it says sync with this iPhone over Wi-Fi. Make sure it's enabled. Click apply or done, whatever it shows. Now we're done with iTunes. I'm going to close it. Now altserver can be found in your system tray. Looks like I have 2 instances running, so I'm going to close one. Okay, now we're going to rerun it again. So once you have this little triangle or diamond box here, click on it, install altserver, and I'm going to install it on my iPhone, entering in my information for my Apple ID. We have to do that again. Okay, you probably won't get this message, but if you do, just click OK. It's just saying that you've already installed it on other devices. So at this point, it's installing on my phone. It just did, so now I'm going to go over to my phone mode so that you can see. Alright, let's just get the phone popped up. Alright, so now we have it on our phone. You can see the new app. If we click on it though, it won't work. So we're going to go over to settings. We're going to go down to general. We're going to go to device management. We're going to click on our Apple ID and we're going to trust altstore. Now that it's trusted, it's going to allow us to open it. Once we open it, we can go over to settings and sign in with our Apple ID. I'm just going to quickly go to a Be Right Back screen to blur out my password. Alright, so now that we have it, it just tells you how it works and everything. Click Got It. Next thing we're going to do is go to the internet. And we're going to go to uncover.dev. The O is a 0. It's going to ask us to download version 6.0.2. We're going to download that. And in the top right corner where that little arrow is, it's going to download. I've already downloaded it, but whatever, we can do it again. You can always delete these things after. So it's downloading. And then we're going to go back to altstore. We're going to go to My Apps. We're going to click the plus. And we're going to click on Uncover Release 6.0.2. We're going to wait for this to install. Takes a couple seconds, so sit tight. Alright, she's almost done. Alright, now it is loaded and we are able to have a new app called Uncover. To jailbreak our device, we're going to click on it and then we're going to click Jailbreak. It's going to go through a quick process. Click the X in the corner. It's going to say no error occurred. That's awesome. We're going to click OK to restart the device. Now it's going to restart in a jailbroken state, which is going to allow us to install custom tweaks and applications on our device. It may take about 2 minutes to reboot for the first time after you jailbreak, but that Apple logo will pop up. You don't have to worry. Okay, my logo popped up. Alright, so now that we're back, we're going to go and install our tweaks. We are jailbroken, so you should see a new app. Mine's in a folder because I've already jailbroken, but you should see a new app somewhere on your home screen called Cydia, right there. If you don't see that app, you're going to go back into Uncover, you're going to click on the settings cog in the left-hand side, and you're going to click on Reinstall Cydia, go back and re-jailbreak. That should give you your Cydia. So once we open Cydia for the first time, it's going to go through a little process and it will probably tell you you have upgrades. Just click ignore temporarily. Okay, so the first thing we're going to install is Grider. So you're going to have to go to sources at the bottom, then we're going to click edit, then we're going to click add, and after the HTTPS, we're going to type in repo.packix.com. Once you do that, you're going to click add source. I'm not going to install it because I've already installed these repos. And once the add source function goes, you're going to click return to Cydia. So then we're going to go and type in Grider. You're going to click purchase. I've already purchased this, so firstly what's going to happen is it's going to ask you for your country and your state. Or if you're in Canada, it's going to ask you for your country and your province. So you're going to do all that. Then you're going to go to a page where it's going to ask you to pay for it. You can either use PayPal, Apple Pay, credit card, whatever. It's $1. Support the developers. They work hard on these things and they keep them up to date. So after that, once you've actually purchased it, you'll be at this screen that says Link Device. So you'll click Link Device. You're going to choose iOS Profile. You're going to click Allow. You're going to click Close, and then you're going to go to your settings. Now it's going to say right up here, Profile Downloaded. Right there. So we're going to click on Profile Downloaded. We're going to click Install. We'll enter our passcode. We'll click install, we'll click install. Now it's going to tell me that my device is not linked because my device is already linked to another account. I bought Grider about 7 different times and it's worth it every time. But you won't get this. Yours will say device link successful. So don't worry about that. Once it's successful, you can go back into Cydia. You can click modify in the top right corner, click install, click confirm. Now it's going to ask us to restart our springboard, so we'll do that. If we go back to settings now, we're going to scroll down and we're going to see a new app called Grider. Obviously you won't have all those other apps that I have, but you'll see Grider and Substitute. The first time you try to enter in any of your codes in Grider, they won't show up as entries. You won't see any of these entries at the bottom. So you're going to have to force close and go back in, and then you will see your entries. Now this is a little grid that I had just made for my iPhone XR. So that's how we get Grider. There's a Facebook group called iOS Grid Codes for Grider. It's awesome. I encourage you to join it if you haven't and you found out about this video another way. But that's Grider. I'm not going to go into showing you all about the grid codes or which ones there are. There's lots of information out there. So after that, you might think, hey, we're done. Well, there's a few other very, very useful tweaks that you can install, and some of them that you really should install. So we're going to go through those. The first one is Crane or Crane Lite. Basically, what that gives you the option to do is when you long press on your Golf Clash or another app, you can click container and you can switch between all of your accounts. Now to set this up, you're going to go and download the tweak. You don't have to install a repo, this one is already there. So you're going to type Crane. You're going to choose Crane Lite if you have one app, or if you really like the app and you still want to have Crane Lite functionality but maybe more, please support the developers. Like I said, they work hard on these things, and this is one of the most integral apps in my opinion because it saves a lot of time. So once you've downloaded it, it's going to be in settings. You select application, you go down and choose your application. I've chosen Golf Clash. Then you configure your application. There will be nothing here besides a default container. You're going to add a container down here. You name it whatever your Golf Clash account is or the nickname of your account. Once you have all your accounts there, you'll go over to Golf Clash, you'll long press, you'll choose a container, and then you'll choose that name. The first time before you actually recover your account in that container, you'll have to play the game from the start again. So you'll have to play Matt one time or forfeit to him, and then recover your account. You won't have to do it again for that container, and eventually you'll have all of your containers set up. So that's that tweak. Next is Shadow. Shadow is a jailbreak bypass detection tweak because sometimes certain apps will not let you use their app if you are jailbroken. So the community has thought of that. So you're going to go to Cydia. You're going to go to Sources, Edit, and Add, and you're going to add, obviously I forgot the S in that, so HTTPS, basically what's on the screen. After that you'll add ios.jjolano.me. Once you add the source and you return to Cydia, you can go to search and you can search for SHAD 0O. Oh, it's not a 0, it's just a O. Okay, so Shadow. Now it's going to say this is for only up until 12.1.2. It works on iOS 14. Don't worry, I've already used it. Once you install it, modify, you'll click install. You'll go back to your settings, to Shadow. You'll go to whitelist mode, make sure that's selected. Select applications, and then any applications that give you trouble because you have a jailbreak, you'll just enable those applications. Once you're done, you'll click Restart Springboard, and then you will be able to use those applications. The next very awesome tweak is called Utopia. Now this will allow you to have no ads on YouTube, enable background playback so your device can be turned off, not fully off, but just in sleep mode, and you can be in other apps and still listening to music or streams or something else. So to do this, we're going to go to Cydia. We'll go to Sources, Edit, Add, and you'll type in after the HTTPS myxxdev.github.io. You'll add the source, you'll return to Cydia, and you'll search for Utopia. Why isn't it coming up? Oh, I haven't added the source yet on this device. I did it on my iPad. Perfect, I can show you. Alright, so we're going to go myxxdev.github.io. Add source. So this is what it will do when you add sources. It'll download the packages that are in the source. These can be tweaks, they can be apps, they can be lots of different things. So once we've added it, we'll go to search, we'll type in Utopia right there. So right here it tells you what the app does. No home feed ads, no video ads, and enable background playback. This tweak does not have any settings. It is very, very small. It just works. So if we click install, it's 5.6 kilobits. Restart Springboard. Now if we go to YouTube, say we were going to click on Rockwood stream,
correct?
It won't show it because I'm connected to AirPlay.
I am ready.
But there's going to be no background playback, or no ads and a background playback. It's a great tweak. I definitely suggest you get it. And last one I'm going to show for today. It's the most important one because it saves us all the hassle of having to go through the process of installing altstore back on our device once our 7 days is up on our certificate for Uncover. It's called altdaemon. So how you install that is you go to Cydia, you shouldn't have to add a source, it should already be there. There it is. You'll install it. And what this is going to do is it will allow you to install and refresh apps without a computer. So directly on your device, you can click at any point without being connected to your computer. You can click this, and this will bring your certificate for another 7 days. So when it says 4 days, you click on that 4 days and it will produce it to 7-day certificate. So it's a must download, honestly. So that is everything, I believe. I know I went fast. Hopefully this limits some of the questions. There's a lot of good people in the community, but this is basically the surefire way. Pause the video, take it slow, take your time. You hopefully only have to do it once, and you'll have a grid or whatever other reason that you need to jailbreak your device for. So that is it for me in this tutorial. I hope you like it. Take care. Have fun. Join that group on Facebook for the grids. And if you're playing Golf Clash, go kick some ass. Thank you.